New lens on Sony. Check. Vlog. Check.
Check. Main character. Check.
Second main character. Check. Camera car. Check.
We forgot the actual hero car.
Check.
Low speeds on this car, like you get no sound, no thrill.
Well, that's what this car is. That's what it's about, in my opinion. I think that's kind of why you buy this car. Because it's a regular car.
It's a
until you wanna
GT
rip on
car.
it.
You know, it's got supercar pricing, but it's not even a sports car. It's a GT car.
Yeah, but okay, so for me, right? If I'm buying a car that costs this much money and sounds this good, when I'm like rolling around, I still want it to sound really good. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know about that because it's not really the exhaust that opens up. It's really like you just get a lot of like turbo lag when you're going around town. And
Has anyone here seen an MC20 with an exhaust?
yes.
Do they sound good?
No.
Really?
I mean, it doesn't sound bad. It's just not that growl. It's more like.
I like comfortable cars that you can rip on and actually have fun in, and like this seems like that's the case. Like you can cruise in it and not really like worry about it, kind of thing.
Oh no, it's definitely a Grand Tourer.
Yeah, like that's
It is definitely a GT car.
Like if I was to go on a rally with supercars, I would have no problem taking this because it would be f***ing awesome. Like a rally. When I mean rally, I mean like Gold Rush kind of thing. You know what I mean?
I would take this on Gold Rush, 100%.
This is a great rally car.
I have the back of like an 80-year-old man, so this would be amazing. It's so comfy.
Yeah, like everything's phenomenal.
The Grecali seats were like not it, but this definitely is.
Should we all just take a ride and figure it out?
Let's see if we can squeeze all four of us in this car. We might be able to. The back seats are actually not terrible.
Yeah.
I mean,
If you sat back there, like no one's sitting back there anyways.
True.
Okay, what I will say, my head keeps hitting the roof. However, not that back here, but I think it's because Evan's sitting in front of me.
whoa! What are you trying to say, bro? I'm like very tall. You know what this car kind of feels like? Do you guys remember the Alpha that we had? The four-cylinder Stelvio?
Yeah.
Remember how it kind of like pulled and then like you shifted and then it like banged back?
Yep.
This kind of has
Yeah.
like that same feeling, just like more power. I'm getting flashbacks to the Alpha right
Is
now.
it a-
which
is it-
crazy?
Is it a torque converter transmission with a wet clutch? That's my guess, based on how it feels.
No, it's a ZF 8-speed.
Are you serious?
Right? I'm like 99% sure it's a ZF 8-speed because that's what was in all the other cars we drove, and that was what was in the Grecali. I'm like almost positive. It's comfy, it's fast, but I will say I miss the V8. One of my favorite parts of the old GT was like the fact that it was kind of like buying a Ferrari because you had that Ferrari V8, and the fact that that's gone, it kind of makes me question the price tag.
I see it for like 160, which is what I said earlier.
Yeah,
I agree.
I completely agree with that statement. This is even though the interior is beautiful, like beautiful materials everywhere, there's nothing about this car other than the looks and maybe the badge, because that's part of why you buy this car, that shouts, hey, this is a almost $250,000 car.
I like the raw carbon over here and on the doors. It is such a fun car though, for being this comfortable.
Wait, but here's the best part. If you're a old guy, right, you put this car into like GT mode, put it back into drive,
Just comfy.
and look how cushy this car just became.
Yeah.
Like,
You
okay,
can feel it in the seat.
ready for this big bump? My biggest gripe with this car is the price.
Yeah, big time.
To buy this car, right, to spend nearly $250,000 on this Maserati, you have to really, really love the Maserati brand. Like, you have to be obsessed with it.
Right.
For what this badge right here stands for.
Everyone who's never owned a car is the first person to just shout from the rooftop all the they've ever read or heard. Like, even think about like Land Rovers and whatnot. Everyone who owns a Land Rover, sure, they have some issues and whatnot, but they love them and they buy another one.
Yes.
I feel like Maserati owners are probably, and even Alfa owners, you're in this little club of like people who just appreciate the car for what it is, and drive it and buy them because of what they are and what they are to them, not to other people.
I have to give it a lot of credit because this car is a blast to drive. It rips so freaking hard. It handles amazing. This steering wheel is so good, and yes, it is the same steering wheel that's right out of the Alfa Romeo and all those other cars. I don't care. I don't care that these switch gears are Chrysler.
Because they're nice.
Because they're nice. It feels so planted. This car is so fast. This car is so luxurious. It does everything that a Grand Tour should do extremely, extremely well. It's just got a very high price tag in order to do so. That's the only gripe. Other than that, I think this is a great, great car. It checks all the boxes of what you would want out of a GT. It's got sex appeal. It's got nice ride quality. It's got a great exhaust note. Yeah, it's not the V8 anymore, but man, just listen to that, man. Oh, it's intoxicating. It's so good. It's rowdy when you want it to be.
Yeah.
And it's tame when you want it to be as well.
Exactly.
And I think that's what makes
That's
this a fantastic car.
That is why you buy this car. You don't, again, you buy it because you like it, not because anyone else does, and you buy it because you can drive it to the grocery store or drive it to work, but also rip on it on a rally, on back roads, anything of that nature. It's really like one car. You don't need other cars. So
Same reason you would buy a Turbo S or even a Continental GT.
Yeah, those are also great one-car solutions, honestly. But I think this car is way more comfy than Turbo S.
And a Continental is not going to rip like this, or a turbo.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely not a turbo.
You know what? Continentals are fast, but they're not.
They're boats. This is not a boat.
No, you know what? This car drives more sports car than does Grand Tour.
Just being in the car, it feels like it's on rails.
It's got this cool air suspension that when I put it in Corsa, it drops down like a lot. Like, honestly.
That's an air?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's first impressions when they see this car parked, they're like, dude, did you lower it? Like, is that car stock? And I'm like, yeah, but this is the real reason you buy this car. So good. So good. And you get that little every time you hit the paddle shifters. It's like you're rewarded with this extra sound of just grunting, letting you know that yes, you are ripping through these gears.
Dude, a Giulia Quadrifoglio, such a good car.
And I think that's part of what takes away from this is, in my mind as a car guy, I've driven these cars, and if I'm hopping in a car that costs significantly more and immediately getting flashbacks that, oh, this feels like an Alfa that cost way less money, then does that make this car special enough to pay that price tag? That's the $220,000 question. But damn, is it good. Good Lord. God, she's so beautiful.
Yeah, honestly, they are moving in the right direction.
Oh, like, look at the curves. She's got hips and eyes and a nice mouth.
It's like an Italian woman.
I think I know why people paid $200,000 for this.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it makes you rethink your life, just like a woman.
Would you buy this?
Yeah, I think the chicken's still warm with this one.
The chicken was still warm.
All right, rollers went well. We're on the side of the road now. I'm talking to the people.
Yeah, the gimbal shut off.
Why the hell did it shut up?